Chad Focused, or
Yes.
Chad the Rapper. He's from Baltimore. He billed his company card over $4 million all on his rap career. This is the most high-level nigga shit I've ever seen. He's facing 20 years in prison. He was charging his company American Express card and to create the illusion that he was the #1 recording artist in the world. So he was buying billboards saying he had smash hits, fake streams of his songs. He bought tickets to his own concerts, hats. That's my favorite one, is hats.
Yo, what up? I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of The Internet is Undefeated.
It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, it sounded like you was about to get off.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I
was like, oh, okay, let you have it. What up, y'all? What's going on? That was a little reboot of all that. Did you see the new cast?
No, I ain't seen the new cast.
Really?
Yeah.
They got a whole new all that. And the internet is furious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it too diverse for them?
It looks young.
It is. They're young.
Here they go. I feel like our all that cast was like, I don't know, didn't Kenan and Kel look like they were like 18, 17?
Yeah, but Kenan was always big. Big people always look older than what they are, though.
And who else was in it? Amanda Bynes.
That's all I remember. The two black guys and the heavyset big girls.
This does look younger though, right?
It does, but I mean, you got to think about like who they're trying to attract. Like, it's a younger generation. They're watching all this stuff on their phones. So people who are 18 and 19, they're looking at other stuff, like not even Saturday Night Live. So you got to get the crowd where they are, man. So start younger.
One thing where they did mess up is the intro. They actually had the kids rapping.
Well, that's never good.
Which is like the original had TLC on the song. You know what I mean? So
that is true. That is a shout out to TLC.
Yeah, actually, I'm not even gonna act like I been knew that. I found that out pretty recently.
No, I knew
that
it.
was like T-Boz was the one rapping. At the time, I was just like, oh shit, 90s rap.
Today's the day that Lisa Lopez burned down her ex-boyfriend's house too.
Today it's the
it's the anniversary of that.
Huh. But look.
That wasn't a good example at all. That was original. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Well, nigga, watch the new one.
Okay.
They're like rapping, and it's like an original song, and it's you either should have brought back the original or not had the actual kids rap.
You don't really need, like, we're in a time where you don't really need like theme songs to come on. You really could just like show the vanity card and just go with it. Honestly,
this is also true
because a lot of our favorite shows don't have like real theme songs like that. Like The Office is just a sound.
That's very
Modern
true.
Family is just, the collage. You don't really need a whole theme song to sell a show anymore.
What's the last good theme song there was for a show?
Family Guy.
That's a great example. Damn.
Yeah. You don't really need that shit no more. So
I don't know if the Cleveland show.
Nah.
What was the song in the Cleveland show?
So stupid. I don't know. It was a lot going on in the Cleveland show.
Oh no, my name is Cleveland Brown, and I am bound to say. See, we don't even know the second line.
We don't. It's not necessary.
We made it up to my name is Cleveland Brown.
There was a bear and a chick in a wheelchair, and I just was like, this is a lot. This is a lot.
Even Seth MacFarlane said, like, by season 2, he was like, this bear was stupid.
this was a bad idea.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, it's for kids. Like, grown people, we be growing up and then be like, oh, y'all ruined Blue's Clues. Like, it's not for you anymore.
It's not. Let it go, bro. If you still watching Blue's Clues in 30s, you are probably a serial killer.
I might check it out. The new host is Asian. That's pretty good.
That's big for diversity. You know
and it's like, the top comment was that he gonna eat blue.
Y'all gotta stop, man.
That's not nice. The internet is not nice, man.
I gotta stop, man. But in their defense, when I did shows in South Korea, dog is
delicious.
Now I haven't tasted it, but they have dog farms where they literally but breed dogs just for
you
that.
said farms.
Yeah, they have dog farms, like cows on the farm. Like they sell dog on the street, like on a stick. Like that's
Like,
really
like our hot dog carts?
Yeah.
What's
That's
it
a real
smell
thing.
like?
I had my windows up.
Oh, okay.
I was going to Wendy's.
They had dog carts?
They have, yeah.
Okay, so
The meat, not the like, they ain't like skinning the dog right there. Like it's already cut up, this cutlets.
I figured. But like, they don't, every time they serve dog, they're telling you it's dog, right? There's no like mixed in with patties or something like that?
It's the same, it's just on the menu the same way chicken, beef, all of that is.
Okay, what's it called?
I didn't pay attention because I wasn't eating it. That's a no for me.
I heard that sometimes, because like I guess their FDA regulations are less than ours, sometimes they pass off like other meats like rat, and we're starting to do that now.
I can believe it.
Imported from China.
I can definitely believe it,
It's
man.
a lot of rats.
Yeah.
If you season it the right way.
That's why I don't really eat out that much, man. I got a little area in my apartment, and I grow chickens and graze them.
I don't believe that.
That's because it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a total bold-faced lie.
I feel like you would for sure grow chickens though.
I don't think growing is the right word either. I think it's like, is it raising? It's not raising.
Yeah, I guess so.
Raising chickens.
That sounds dark though. It's like I raised him from when he was an egg, and then you're just like, yeah.
You knew his fate. He knew his fate. Ain't nobody growing a cow, raising a cow just because I fucking love Bessie. Nah, Bessie gonna make some good ass burgers.
I always ask this because they always say like, vegetarians always be saying like, well, if you had to kill the animal yourself, would you eat meat? Do you think you could kill and skin like a chicken or a cow?
I could definitely kill it. I just like I wouldn't know how to cut it. Like my cutlets would be all fucked
So
up.
the crazy part, you're like totally
Yeah,
cool
that's
with.
easy.
You're just like dead face. But
Absolutely.
once
Have
it
you
comes to
seen
actually-
No Country for Old Men? The dude when he had the little pen thing.
Yeah.
That's painless. It's quick. Gone.
That's how you do it?
That's how I do it. Yeah. I'm not gonna cock a pistol and shoot the cow behind. He just look back and his tongue lick and go all on the side of his face. I'm like, I can't kill.
That was
But I
detailed.
just put the pen. And I'm like, hey, look at, and it's gone. It's good.
That was dark.
Hey, man, that's how it is.
I don't know how I feel about the feathers though. Like when they clean the
part,
feathers.
I don't know how to like.
How do they do that?
They just be yanking them joints though.
Ew. How do we not be eating like popcorn shrimp and like little feathers still stuck
Popcorn
in
shrimp?
I meant chicken.
Popcorn chicken?
Popcorn chicken, yeah. That'd be fucked up if some feathers were in your shrimp. That'd be fucked up. I'd be like, yo, where was this
fucking
made?
farm was this growing on?
That would be super
Old McDonald
fucked up.
has been really sipping the juice lately.
Jesus.
Chickens can't swim. Why is this in here?
But we got a bunch of good stuff on the timeline. No darkness today.
Damn it.
This is pretty cool.
Darkness is kind of where I live, so I'm kind of sad about it.
I feels. The first story is very interesting, especially since you travel so much. By the way, where y'all at this weekend?
This weekend we are doing Atlanta. Both shows sold out. Memphis sold out.
So you don't even have to promote.
Yeah,
it's just all sold out.
Then we go to New York. We're gonna be in New York for like 3 days. Have some time off before we do Bridgeport, Newark, Jersey, and then New York.
So how much time do you guys get to actually enjoy the city?
Most times none. Most times we fly into the city.
You go straight to the venue, right?
And we go to the hotel, drop bags, change clothes, get something to eat, then go straight to the venue. And then we fly out the next morning.
So do they feel like different cities?
It does because the hotels are different.
But that's about it?
That's about it, man. It's a blur a lot of times. So
do they laugh this differently in Chicago than New York? Is it like, man, I like the belly laughs in New York as opposed to the nasal laughs in Atlanta? I'm just
smaller markets I feel like are sometimes more appreciative because they don't have the big names that come through there. Bigger markets like Chicago, New York, LA, they're typically used to that. Like LA is garbage for merch. If you're on tour, unless you're a rapper or a singer or something like that, and you're at the Staples, you're gonna have horrible sales in LA because LA just doesn't support.
Everybody's doing their own thing. They're like, well, I got my own merch to wear.
They see Eddie Murphy in the fucking grocery store, so they're not as enamored by your presence.
I don't think Eddie Murphy shops in a grocery store.
Well, I mean, you get what I'm saying. They see D. Ray Davis. They see Mike Epps.
You went to D. Ray. Not Eddie Murphy.
Well, they see Mike Epps. You see Mike Epps. I've seen Mike in a couple places.
I picture comedians, like famous comedians, shopping in like full leather outfits. How y'all be wearing on stage? Are you ever gonna go the leather route?
Nah.
Not even when you selling out Madison Square Garden and stuff. No leather.
I don't think I'll do the leather, man. I might.
Phew.
I might do.
That was more of a concerned question.
It smelled like hot dog water on the stage. Fuck you,
like,
Pat. I've been losing weight. I want y'all to know I'm 25 pounds down. This how.
Hey, good job, man.
Thank you. This is how excited I am. I went shopping yesterday at Macy's because it was friends and family, so it's 30% off. And I have been a 38-30 for probably like the last 10 years of my life.
38 pants?
Yeah, 38 waist 30. If it's American Eagle, not American Eagle, Urban Outfitters, anything like that, it might be a 40 if that shit is slim. But yesterday I got into a 36 slim. So just throwing that out there. Your boy,
Good
you know,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I can fit shit in Zara. You know how I've only been able to like wear scarves and cologne and socks. From
You
Zara.
can't wear no damn scarf. That's a ski mask when you put it on. You need a neck. That's step one for a scarf.
I can drape it around my shoulders, bitch.
Is it cape? Hey, y'all capes are fly as hell. Sir, we don't wear capes.
That's a
We
scarf,
do not
sir.
sell capes here.
This is not James Brown's closet. There are no capes here. But yeah, man. Yeah, but I got a neck too, man. You see my neck out here flourishing?
When you lose weight, does the neck come? You like, oh, my neck's coming
It
in.
does. You know what it is? You get better posture. So like I posted that picture on Instagram and people were like, it look like you got.
you gotta put it up.
I'm gonna pull it up.
The split screen of you.
Yeah, you see it. You see the neck flourishing right there. You know what I'm saying?
Your neck did
But
come out.
you get better posture. So
Bro, even the color scheme behind it, you see, you escalate, your head went up. You're in
so
the red
yeah,
now.
man. Shout out. There's almost 20,000 likes on that one picture. I feel like a superstar almost.
That's crazy for a picture. 20K?
For a picture? Almost 20K? That's crazy,
All right now. All right now. Well, good shit. Speaking of traveling, I want to get your opinion on this.
All right.
Because it came out, there's a story. This lady on a flight, she opened the plane's emergency exit thinking it was the bathroom.
Oh, this dumb bitch. I ain't gonna even hold you.
How? I mean, I know it's difficult to get into plane bathrooms, but ain't it like, don't you need some upper body strength?
It's a whole thing, a latch, like
Right.
it's an arm. You have to literally like turn that. There's no way you could mistake this little knob for this big ass fucking
That's what I'm saying. And it says
astronaut
exit.
door. Yeah. And then you have to turn the latch, and then to lift up the door, you have to actually like lift up and then push out. Like it's 3 different steps to get out of an emergency exit.
That's what and then it's like, okay, either you walked over and reached over 3 people who let you do this.
Right.
Or I'm assuming she was sitting at the emergency exit. But then it's like, even so, who has a personal bathroom right there?
Right. Not only that, like, if she was sitting there, like, that was her plan for the whole time. They was like, ma'am, do you agree to all the rules that you have to do to sit in this row? She was like, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, she might have been like, well, shit, if there's a personal bathroom, I don't even got to go to the one in the back. And where were the people sitting next to her?
Just
like, ma'am.
Nobody stopped her at all.
Bro.
That's like that one. I saw a video of a dude, like he was asleep, and then he like, I don't know, just unconsciously started smoking a cigarette. Like,
wow, I saw that.
Yeah, he was laid back, and then he just like.
It was so casual.
Took a pull and just.
Yo, my favorite part of that video is the snitch. The dude behind him.
He was like.
Immediately, he saw it light. He was like,
excuse me?
I feel like in that situation though, you gotta do it yourself.
Yeah.
You cannot flag a stewardess down. Because like every puff, there ain't no windows.
Ain't no windows.
You gonna be inhaling every single puff.
All of
so
that.
I am not above putting somebody's cigarette out.
I mean,
and
you
then
should just
telling
walk up
people
and just
about
break it and step on it, be like, no.
Like a child. And then come get this nigga.
Hey. But I honestly think that was just like muscle memory. Like when you've been smoking that long, you just wake up, like first time you wake up, you just pull it. I don't think he did it on purpose. I literally think it was like
his remorse was crazy. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's why I think it was real. Like I don't think that he
had to be drunk.
Either that, yeah, that could be another thing.
Because he must have been like, "Woo, man!" I don't remember my home
Those
seats being this
strippers
tight.
and cocaine were the best that side of the Mississippi.
That nigga was going through it. But the wildest thing about this emergency exit story is she opened it to the point where the slides deployed, and then the plane had an 8-hour delay.
Wait, had they taken off yet?
No, this was when they didn't take off yet.
All right, well that's good. At least then I'm thinking like air pressure.
Oh, in the air. Oh, so everybody sucked out.
Yo, this bitch is wilding, yo. She should be in jail, but she probably just had to pay a fine to get banned.
Right. Also, who's using the restroom before it takes off?
Right.
That's a lot.
Well, I mean, I do it. Like if I get on, I will like drop my bag and go straight to the bathroom. Go ahead and get that out the way, so I ain't gotta do it.
Well, I guess that's.
It's sense. Easier than like trying to do it once you're in the air, because like sometimes you'll be on the tarmac for like anywhere from like 5 to an hour, 5 minutes to an hour, and now like I could hold it if we had took off immediately, but we've been here for 45 minutes, bitch. I gotta pee.
Well, then that makes sense.
While they on the tarmac.
That might be when she did it. She might have put her stuff down and then hit that emergency exit, because that makes more sense as to why more people weren't like, nigga.
Yeah, but even still, like just the layout of planes. How would you think a bathroom?
There's no excuse
that way.
There's really no excuse.
Like that door is flush with the wall of the plane. All the bathrooms, they protrude.
Ain't there a window too?
There's sometimes there's a little window, sometimes there isn't.
But even so,
yeah, like the latch.
It's really comes down to the giant
big words
door
that say emergency exit.
It
like,
really comes down to that.
Yeah, it just comes down to common
I would
sense.
be so hot, because imagine if you were just going to Vegas and it was a 40-minute plane ride that turned into 10 hours.
Oh, every connection was missed. Every fucking connecting flight was.
They said
missed.
they gave them free dinner, but like, nigga,
you know what free dinner in the airport is? Quiznos.
Is it usually?
It's fucking Quiznos. It's just usually a sub.
They usually give you some weird options, like you want pasta or salmon.
Don't get either one of those, okay?
It's never good?
Nah.
Not even like JetBlue status?
No. Not unless it's Delta and in first class. Everything else, no.
It's just like frozen food?
I wouldn't do it.
Ugh. Well, I would have for sure been heated. That 8 hours added to any. You already at the airport.
Oh,
so that
please
means
believe
you
I would have
already
got at least 30,000 points. I would have got 30,000 sky miles for sure for some shit like that.
You can get points that way?
Oh, yeah. You call it complain, especially with my status? Hell yeah.
What's your status?
I mean, like, a little platinum. It ain't diamond yet.
Oh, you platinum?
I mean,
What does that mean? They give you like golf clubs on the plane or something?
Nah, they just automatically bump me up to like, if there's first class seats available, I automatically get bumped up.
What's the one with prizes? I thought, isn't there like prizes for points?
I mean, you can like with Delta Sky Miles, you can like book special concerts through them because like they do events and shit too. And like when you first fly first class from like LA to New York, you also get like this little Toomey bag full of like shit like earplugs, face wipes, lip balm, all of that type of shit comes in like
lip
this little
balm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. What do you call it? Chapstick?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, right?
I'm thinking of lip gloss.
You thinking of lip gloss?
I was like, why did they give you lip gloss?
Childish. He childish. He just look for any reason to just pounce on somebody. Pause.
I was waiting for a Lil Mama joke. Speaking of childish, it's a pretty good transition right there. Did you hear about this Baltimore rapper dude who charged his card $4.1 million?
This motherfucker bought a billboard in New York Times Square.
Yo, okay, so this dude, his name was Chad Focused, or Chad the Rapper. He's from Baltimore. He billed his company card over $4 million all on his rap career. This is the most high-level nigga shit I've ever seen. He's facing 20 years in prison. He was charging his company American Express card and to create the illusion that he was the #1 recording artist in the world. So he was buying billboards saying he had smash hits, fake streams of his songs. He bought tickets to his own concerts, hats. That's my favorite one, is hats.
Yo.
Think about hats. Chains, crazy music videos. The craziest thing is I still haven't heard of him.
Right. The craziest thing would have been like if he had made it, right? If he had made it and this was his backstory. And
like if this was like the baby's backstory.
Yeah, right? Like, but $4.1 million and still nobody knows you. Like if you're still faking streams at the $4.1 million of embezzlement, stop.
You can't.
You're not good.
We can't know of you just from the fraud charges.
That's it.
It has to be backwards. Like, oh, this dude blew up out of nowhere. Oh, it made sense. He committed fraud.
Yeah.
But it was just like, who did what?
What was that 15-year-old dude who killed somebody and then he was on the run? He made a video while he was.
TK.
Yo, his song was actually good.
He made something out of murder.
He was on the run for a while. You spent $4.1 million and we still don't.
He ain't gonna get a free feature from prison, probably. That's probably not gonna happen. TK is at his fucking
He's doing the whole song. He's doing the whole album,
doing tracks and shit. I don't know if anybody's gonna jump on his wagon, because like this is the type of shit he was posting on Instagram during the fraud. You see how he's posted up laying back in a suit. The caption is, they focused on becoming famous. I focused on becoming successul.
You
Somehow
on
I became both.
Embezzlement is what you focus on.
You can't
now you need to focus on protecting your asshole.
You can't do motivational quotes in this scenario.
Not at that level of embezzlement.
Bro.
Jesus Christ, man. What are you doing, Focus?
What?
Your name is the one thing that you refuse to do.
Dude, he was doing like motivational videos talking about like how to be successful and shit like that. It's like,
my thing is like, how didn't they catch it earlier? Like these charges are showing up. Like I know it's an MX, so you can charge it as much as you want. But how did they unless he was in the advertising department, like how did a billboard not register? Like somebody's just going through like, what the fuck, New York Times?
So how it was explained to me by some criminals, I don't really know, but I assuming they're not like direct. Like I don't think that on the company charge it was like nigga microphone speakers. Like I think he was doing third party agreements with companies who then supplied him with that. So the charge was to these companies as like a business transaction or something, and then in return he was getting all of these things.
Gotcha.
So it was definitely like some cooking the books type of shit. But
Right.
$4 million is a lot to not have a hit.
It is.
That's the saddest part of this
$4
story.
million. You know the amount of features that you could have got for $4 million. Why you just ain't focused on that? Why you ain't focused on paying Grand Hustle as a company, and so it just looks like a business charge, and get like 3 T.I. verses?
That's true.
Like that would have been smarter, and you could have came out way cheaper on embezzlement. Now you would only be looking at like 5 years. 5 years, you knock that out.
Is this advice?
Yeah, 5 years, and you probably would have did 3 with good behavior, because you only need to serve like 70% of your time.
We should have like a segment for criminals where you just give like advice to the black market.
I'm just saying, like I had a
guys.
situation where I thought I might have to do something to a young man. I'm like, all right, well, shit, if I shoot him in the hand or the thigh, is
in the hand?
The hand or the thigh.
Why would you shoot a nigga in the hand?
Because you just want to disable him. You want to stop him. You don't want to kill him.
It's really good aim.
Yeah, so I mean,
unless you're like, put your hand on the table, nigga.
Yeah. Or you could just be like, what's up? And when you pull the pistol up and he put his hands up, just shoot him in the hand. But if you shoot
when he's doing this,
yeah, shooting the hand or the thigh.
Imagine the trust issues that would come from that.
It's aggravated assault. It's not attempted murder unless you shoot in the chest, like if you're laying for center mass. So,
but if you shoot him in the hand when he's doing that, that's above the waist, right? He could have made the point that you were shooting for his head.
Nah, he was like, "What's up then?" I'm like,
who does that? Who does this?
What you want to do? You ain't never did. Like, what you want to do?
That's super weird. To see the hand, to see the gun go down and to the right.
What you doing? No. Keep your hand right there, my boy. Keep it below your waist. Keep it below your waist.
I feel like I'd shoot a nigga in the dick or something. That's fucked up, right?
That's too close to center mass.
Isn't that?
Center mass will get you. That'll get you 5 to 18 years.
I thought that's below the waist though.
It is, but it's still center mass. All of this is center mass.
Oh, you were saying center mass.
Center mass.
Okay. I've learned to just roll with it, and then maybe like things you say after, I'll be like, oh, I piece it together.
Context clues. Oh, center.
I was like, you just got to send a mass. Just send a mass. Send them some mass. I'm like, all right, I'll get this in the next minute or so. Let's wait it out. It's how you learn how to like, when you're reading and you come across a word, you're like, I don't know what that is.
Oh, monochromatic. Okay, different shades of one color.
Okay, so no dick shots. Maybe like ankle shots. Ankle shots would be crazy.
Foot.
Shoot a nigga pinky toe off.
Shoot him while you got on like some expensive shoes too, like the Travis Scott's. Like,
ooh, damn.
So mad.
They're not even mad at the injury. They're like, oh, you shot my Travis Scott's.
I was gonna sell these.
What are we talking about? What was it?
We just talking about Chad focused, not focused, and he could have just did it so much better.
Got it. And then he posted up in front of the billboard. I don't hear none of the noise. I see results. I embrace my fear. Okay.
His captions don't even make sense.
Not in retrospect, for sure.
He's sitting next to like one of those little scooters, around the city scooters, and talking about
like the Ray J scooter.
I just see results. What are you talking about?
Court results. Guilty is the results.
Man.
Woo. Niggas are bold. If anything, you know that niggas are bold. I would never think that would work.
I always justify anything that ignorant with one saying, niggas gonna nig.
That's true. Because even if
you
he
give a
made
nigga
it,
opportunity, he gonna nig. He'll nig up and down your timeline.
But even if you make it, I'd be worried about that in the back of my mind. It's like once, like Because niggas think that after a certain period of time, charges are just gone. Mm-hmm. That's why they be surprised a year later when they in court and they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, this did happen."
Yeah, I mean, there are certain crimes with limited statutations, but a lot of them most of them go up to 10 years. So
there's like old people getting convicted of shit they did like way long ago.
As they should.
But that's some bold ass shit. Because I would. The first thing I would think of is making it. Finally getting all this shit that you worked for, and then that charge hitting and losing everything.
Everything.
It's like, I mean, that's Tekashi 101.
Woo!
That's basically
that's a great example.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how much time he serves or does not serve. He can never rap again. He can never like live in a major city again. He can never just go out in public. He's basically George Zimmerman. Well, actually, George Zimmerman has more freedom. George Zimmerman be out here signing bags of Skittles. He just sold a gun.
Nigga. He 135K. Who is that racist? You paid $135,000 for a gun that just killed a nigga. That's crazy. And the fact that he put it up for auction is just like, fam, y'all niggas are shooting at XXX testosterone, and this nigga's right around the corner signing Skittles.
This nigga be in like fucking restaurants just chilling, throwing back beers and shit and just having a good old time.
And it sucks because every time I bring this up, I don't want to say somebody needs to take this
you don't want to say it, but you just want to look at the camera and just look like
Florida. Y'all doing everything but that. I'm seeing headlines of everything else. Florida man eats a homeless nigga's face. Okay. Florida man eats some bath salts. Okay. Florida man kills another Florida man. What? All right.
George Zimmerman chilling in Subway.
That's his headlines. George Zimmerman signing Skittles. I'm like, fam.
He's living his best life right now, and nobody's really like tripping off of it. I don't think he still lives in Florida only. I know he moves around. I read this article in his magazine about him and his family because he had to uproot his whole family. Like it was him, his sister, his dad, and I don't know if it was the mom, but they always have like a bag of guns with them. And they call it the baby or the kit. And so if they have to move randomly, like anybody got the baby, anybody got the kit, and like that's code for grab the guns because they have to like always protect themselves. So I guess in retrospect, it would make no sense for nobody to try anything. We probably just haven't heard about it. Like all the attempts that are made on presidents' lives, like they get numerous threats, and there are numerous times when people have tried to enter the White House or do some foolishness.
It's just covered up.
It's just always covered up because like that type of stuff is like on Iron Man 2. When old boy was on the racetrack and Tony came around and he bust up the car and he's like, I just want to show that there's blood in the water, that giants can be attacked. It's like I ain't got to do nothing else. Now other people gonna try, so they try to cover it up so nobody can know. Oh, it was that easy to get to the president, or is that easy to get to George Zimmerman? So they just don't mention it, so it doesn't spark more of a revolution of people trying to do that. I think.
Well, I hope nothing happens. I really, really hope nothing happens. I just want everybody to live in peace.
Why your fingers crossed?
I just want everybody to live in peace. I just want everybody to live in peace.
I hope nothing happens.
I hope nothing happens
to George Zimmerman. I just hope nothing happens and fruitful life, and that he grows old to see his grandkids.
You had to take a break in the middle of that sentence.
I had to cross the other fingers.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Iron Man. I don't know how to get out of this.
You don't want to wish pain on anybody, pain and anguish on anybody's family. And I know Trayvon's family wouldn't want that for him. I know they feel like justice wasn't served, but I also know that violence only begets more violence. So you don't want to encourage that type of stuff. But like, if somebody was to beat the fuck out of him, I wouldn't be upset about it.
I'd read about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want nobody to kill him because I don't think none of us have the power to determine who lives or die. But if somebody just beat the entire shit out of him, I mean, like he had no bowel movements for like 3 months.
I might repost it.
I might. Just for the culture, at least.
Yeah.
Just for awareness.
Shout out to Iron Man. Had to dance around that. I forgot how many views these get. Nigga be like, yeah, okay.
By the way, I never saw George Zimmerman in Subway. Let me just say that because I don't want to fuck up any future endorsements that I might have.
All right. Well, speaking of niggas getting too bold, the amount of people just walking up on rappers has increased quite a bit. I feel like the people just want to get a little moment on social media.
Right.
This dude who walked up to 50 Cent is probably one of the funniest stories.
Yo.
50 Cent is the most entertaining rapper, hands down. I for a moment, I was like, Tekashi is getting pretty entertaining. But if you think about from Get Rich all the way to now, actually before Get Rich, How to Rob up
How to
until
Rob
now,
was great. Yeah.
he has been consistently hilarious and amazing at being entertaining off the mic.
Before we get into the story, I know you've seen, we've all seen that meme. There's like, today 50 Cent was shot. Today marks 11 years that 50 Cent was shot in the face.
You want to try it one more time?
Okay.
It's a tongue twister.
Okay, what's that? It says something like 17 years ago, 50 Cent was shot in the face or shot 9 times, and every day he reminds us why.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he absolutely does. Let's go into the story.
Well, that's a hilarious meme because that makes me think that the nigga that shot him it wasn't gang related. He was just like, shut up.
Stop telling me I owe you money. I know I owe you money.
Shut up.
Like posted all on Black Planet that such owing somebody.
So a rapper came up to 50 Cent.
Yes.
While 50 Cent was on a date, which is mistake number one. That's just a weird. If you just like walk in or with paparazzi or whatever, that's one thing. But like he was on a date with a very, very fine chick. Jesus, have you? I don't know.
I did see her, and I also saw that 50 was dressed like he was barbecuing. Like I didn't like
full uncle outfit.
Full uncle outfit. Like where's the shit that you post on Instagram? Shorts. Like what the fuck are these Old Navy cargo shows? No disrespect to Old Navy because I take an endorsement with them too. But like, fuck you doing with them Why do you ever need that many pockets on some shorts?
And you can't even get away with the fact like, man, I was just chilling. Like you were on a date.
You on a date.
This was your fly outfit.
You got on a long sleeve button up with cargo shorts. Nothing screams dad or Prius driver more than long sleeve button up and cargo shorts.
We know he's rich for a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or he would have been dead. He said, I'm going to get rich or die trying.
Yeah,
so just by his logic, he would be dead or this rich. So this dude came up to him. Mm-hmm. I don't think he had a mixtape or anything to show him. He said, look at my IG. So
he said, you ain't checked my IG. I saw a check back and it didn't say seen.
Oh, he had been sent it.
Yeah, I guess he sent it already and 50 never checked it.
So this was the follow-up. I thought he was on some like, check my IG out right now.
I admire the follow-up.
That's aggressive. That's aggressive.
It is aggressive, but it's like, fuck it. I got to, you know what it is? This is what I've justified this as. Like, because people see me, Kev, Tony out in airports on the road. They'll catch us mid-bite, literally fork in hand, about to go and they'll be like, excuse me, I really hate to do this. Like, you don't. You don't hate to do it because you're doing it. And I understand. They're like, I don't know when I'm going to see this person again. I have to take this opportunity right now. I know they taking a shit. But hey, listen, when you get out and wash your hands, you think I can get a picture? It happens all the time. Tony was literally sitting down. He put his bag up and he was right here in this position. This dude
on the plane?
On the plane. The dude walked up, pulled him by his arm, was like, yo, let me get this picture real quick.
Oh, well, that's not okay.
Stood him up and was like,
what'd Tony do?
He was like, oh, yeah, for sure. Because Tony's very accommodating.
Tony's very buff, too.
Yeah, but
I would not try that.
He's like, yeah, that was messed up. And people just, they don't have tact in that moment because they just like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this opportunity again. I have to shoot my shot.
But there's still a respectful way to do it.
There is a
even what you were saying with eating. You know what I mean? Even if it was just like, yo, after you're finished eating, can I get a pic if you choose to, as opposed to like right now on the spot. I think you just have to, I mean, that's just life. You just have to assess every situation and figure out the best way to do it.
Common sense ain't common though, Pat.
Well, not in this situation.
Oh,
you
no,
can
he
tell.
was squared up. Even in the freeze frame right now, he look like he's putting the pants up. That's the
international nigga sign.
Oh, we finna get it in.
Because when you actually just have to pull your pants up, you don't pull them up like that.
No.
I feel like it's an angle too.
Yeah.
It's like an angle of the elbows and like a stance. You see how he has the foot forward like a ballet dancer?
He's pulling it up right there so he can bend the legs and get more, you know.
But also, 50 Cent isn't that tall.
No.
This dude is at least a foot smaller than 50 Cent. So I guess when 50 Cent was like, I'm on a date, no, he was like, oh, what, you gonna hit me because I got talent?
But 50 started walking toward him. But look,
he's like, what's up? What you gonna do?
50 is smart because he was like, your man got the camera. He's like, oh, we can turn the camera off, but they never turned the camera off.
50 knows better.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a situation, you know how every now and then a rapper will get run off on and you're like, oh, I thought he was a gangster rapper.
Right.
I thought that was kind of not what he talks about. I have no doubt that 50 would have slept this nigga, but he's a businessman too, so he knows how much shit would be gone.
Oh yeah,
if that camera
you
would
never
have
would have
caught
got
him.
that last season of Power. You would never get it.
That's true, but then you also would have blown up this dude like Cold Game Kelv, because the fact that they didn't fight, I mean, this guy's probably just gonna nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen at all.
But 50 Cent just straight up told him, he was just like, "This shit ain't gonna work. Your shit ain't gonna work."
You see how you approach me right now? You ain't gonna make it.
And it's crazy. They pulled up an interview he did on the Breakfast Club not too long ago, where he was basically like saying people approach him not in the right way. They basically said they'll see somebody like old and white like Jimmy Iovine, and they'll come up to them with like a presentation, a PowerPoint. But then when you see like a rapper, you just think you can do like any old thing, like listen to my mixtape or like pull up my IG. And he was like, he just wants that same respect as somebody. Like that his presentation was wrong. That's why he was saying your shit ain't gonna work.
That is completely understandable and justifiable. However, your energy and your actions have to show that too. It's like when I talked about Currency.
In terms of 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I talked about Currency, and I talked about how, these rappers getting fights at their concerts and, getting chain snatched and people testing them. You putting out that music like, I'll fuck anybody up. You can't run up on me. People going to try it.
Buy a ticket and then try it though?
Yeah, it's the same thing with the baby. Like, you can't talk about like fucking these niggas bitches and all that shit and knocking niggas out without somebody trying to test it. Like, I want to see if he really about that. Because if you're not about it,
that logic makes no sense to me.
But it happens all the time. But like Currency, a rapper like Currency who only talks about smoking weed, chilling, and riding the low riders, he can walk through his crowd at a concert and smoke weed with people.
Well, like you said, niggas will nig. So
Niggas
I feel like it don't matter if all you talk about. I feel like even this nigga Kyle, all he talks about is smiling and positivity. But if he have the wrong chain on around the wrong niggas will nig.
But those niggas won't be at Kyle's concert because they'll look at him like an emo rapper.
So you're saying the niggas who try him will buy a ticket and go to the front row just to test somebody?
Yeah.
That's a super fan.
But it's just the easiest way to get to you. They can't get to you behind the scenes.
You know how hard it is to get to the front at one of these concerts?
It's not. I've seen it happen. Dudes just move by. They don't even say, excuse me. Watch out. Watch out.
Oh, and if you that nigga, I guess.
If you that nigga, you gonna do that.
Watch out,
yeah. Why would you not?
It's funny. A hood nigga trying to push his way to the front of the baby. Like,
but my whole thing is like with 50, the way he trolls people, the way he be on the internet, like talking shit and all of that type of stuff. Like, if you put that energy out there, you can't expect people to come to you no other way except for what you putting out, because they look at you like, okay, this is the only thing he respects. Like, you didn't respect when old boy tried to have a conversation with you about the money he owed you and just getting in an accident and all that time. You didn't respect that. You came at him on some gangster shit. So they feel like, all right, I got to come at him on some gangster shit. Otherwise, he gonna son me or not even respect me. So
you think if you put that energy out and you come up to them respectfully, like, yo, I'm trying to make it, blah, 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 they'd be like, this nigga ain't gangster.
Get the fuck out my face.
You think so?
I think so.
Because the gangster way didn't work at all.
I mean, the humble way didn't work for J. Cole. J. Cole said he waited outside of Rock Nation for days on end for Jay-Z and tried to hand him his demo, and Jay was like, nah. Like, he don't get no more respectful than like.
Didn't J. Cole rap for somebody though and get put on like that, sort of like Big Sean?
I don't know.
Didn't he
but
rap
I know
for Ye or somebody?
No, that was Big Sean that rapped for Ye.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
He went up to the radio station and rapped for Ye. Because his homeboy worked at the radio station. He was like, yo, Kanye's on his way up here. You need to get up here.
So Cole didn't do no
Cole stood outside in the rain, waited for Jay-Z to get out the car.
Did it really rain, or is that just...
No, Jay confirmed it.
Story enhancer.
Jay confirmed it.
He was like, yeah, it was raining when
he's like, it was raining when I dissed. Get the fuck out of here. Smack the CD all over.
He remembers. He's like, yeah, I remember all that shit.
Yeah. Nigga had on a black t-shirt. He had a low cut. He said he was playing ball or some shit. I was like, the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's a hard swerve. That's a hard swerve if it's raining also.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's a movie plot right there. Like, that's the fight to glory right there. It's raining. CD flies up.
Well,
starts falling slow.
I think we talked about this before, how Nipsey did something similar, the humble way, and it for sure worked for him. Well, he gave it to Snoop. He was like, don't frisbee my shit. Or Game,
yeah.
And they both listened to it, and they were just like, cut hard.
Yeah, cut hard.
That's just how I picture people being onto Nipsey.
Hey, cuz go hard.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's good and bad ways to do it. Another bad way, speaking of gangster shit, somebody walked up on Lil Xan. If you don't know, I'm assuming some of our audience doesn't know who Lil Xan is. Lil Xan is...
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
It's a loose term. Rapper is a loose term nowadays too.
He's like, I don't get it. I don't want to say nothing just because I don't know if anybody's working with him right now on our music team.
Well, I'm I'm freelance, so I can,
But
I have no direct affiliation. I am just a contract worker, so I can say what I want.
he's kind of what you think about when you think of a SoundCloud rapper. It's
Yeah.
a little white kid, bunch of face tattoos.
Right.
You listen to it and you're like, that's the same dude. But somebody walked up to him and was like, you a bitch, blah, 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 which I don't get these people doing this.
I think he also said, the person that walked up to him said something about, he called him a bitch because of Lil Xan's comments about Tupac not being a dope rapper or something like that. So I think that's what initiated the conversation.
Niggas, I will say this. Some hood niggas just need an excuse.
Yeah.
To like, he probably didn't like Lil Xan for some completely selfish or hating reason and was just... Oh, so you don't like Tupac? Like he was not riding for Tupac like that.
The only person that rides for Tupac like that is Trench from Naughty by Nature.
I believe that,
and it is weird.
But
I'm not gonna even hold you.
But he also seems like a nigga who just looks for a reason.
Yeah,
and he could use.
You could be literally beyond like, oh, it's a nice day. Say it's a nice day again. I'm a fire on you.
There's
like,
so many people like that. There's so many people like that. But either way, Lil Xan pulls out a burner, and it is the most unconvincing thing I have ever seen. First of all, he's wearing a beanie that says depressed. If you play on this mental health thing that straightforward, it's like, okay, all right, fam. But the funny thing is like, if you pull out a gun and niggas don't care and niggas keep laughing, you got some reevaluating to do. Some image.
They just know you ain't gonna bust. Pause. But they know you ain't really about their life.
I mean, it's Lil Xan, and he was like, the way he was holding it was like, I'm about to shoot you. Come on, bitch.
What if it was all a publicity thing? It did not work exactly like he expected it to.
It did not, because he for sure is catching a case from this. People just, and that's how I know he ain't gonna use it like that. Because like, if you would see a lot more rappers pulling out burners to seem cool.
Lil Xan pulling a gun right now. Look at get out. Hey, look at this guy pulling the gun.
He said, get out.
You see how he's like,
look at this motherfucker. Hey, pull that shit out again, homie.
Guys don't even like.
Hey, homie.
You niggas be.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
look how you a bitch.
Yeah.
You a bitch.
He said, look at my car. That's everybody's last resort. If you're a rapper and if you get caught up in something you don't know what to say, shut up, broke bitch. I'm rich.
I can buy you. No, you can't. I ain't even for sale, ho. You stupid. You know what? So many of these rappers own guns and they've only like let off a couple shots. They've not gone to a gun range, haven't fired it properly. Like, you trying to fire a gun like this is the stupidest shit ever, okay? Like, unless you're a trained person, shooting with one hand is some of the hardest shit you can ever do in your life. And when you go to the gun range for the first time, that shit is loud as fuck. Like, the gun range is really loud. Like, the shit that they show you on TV does no justice. If
those earmuffs are for sure.
Oh my
for
God!
a reason.
If you had no earmuffs at the gun range, that shit ain't fun. When I was there with no earmuffs, that shit sounded like I was on the set of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, this is too loud.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, because it sounded like cannons.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That shit was just loud, bro.
Yeah, you think that would just like, those are just like to help the sound, but that's like, no, if you don't have these, you're deaf.
Yeah, immediately.
Like, even if you try to adjust them and somebody fires them, it's like, oh, well, there goes my hearing.
In Texas, when I went to the one in Texas, shout out to my boy Gabe, because he has like a small arsenal. It was kids there. Like, it was during school hours, and there were like 8, 9-year-olds there just letting off with their parents. Like, this
9-year-olds?
They were small.
Where was this?
Kids. This was in Texas. This is in Dallas, Texas. One dude came with a gun. He spent 10 minutes putting this motherfucker together,
Jesus.
and then he just sat down like almost Indian style and was firing it.
Cross-legged?
Bro, that motherfucker gun meant damage, bro.
Wait, what kind of range was that? I thought you had to be standing up and looking over the thing.
He put the chair up and he just was like sitting down, like
cross-legged on a chair.
Yeah, because it had the tripod.
Crazy.
It had the tripod, so the gun was on the tripod while he was firing, and I was like, "Yo, this is different."
Wait. This nigga went to the gun range, hit one of these,
yes,
and started busting like that.
Yes,
that nigga.
It's different, bro. It's different down in Texas, boy. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Why? That's an assassin. That's for sure an assassin.
It might be.
I can't think of any other reason why.
Hunting.
This is comfortable.
Hunting.
Hunters don't hunt like that. That's
not
even
all
scarier.
hunters, but I mean, you know,
those are niggas who are
maybe
practicing.
It was his dream to be an assassin. Then he had a family. Was like, fuck, I can't work for the CIA now. or the Secret Service. So now
So he
like
just kills animals?
Yeah, like like he gets dressed in all black.
That's hilarious. Serial killers who didn't get to live their dream.
Right.
They're like, man, one day they got like posters of Ted Bundy. Like, man, one day you have a kid. Like, man, I can't even kill niggas like I used to.
Yo,
that's wild.
I wanted to be an assassin in high school. I was like, I want to do Secret Service. I want to do CIA. I want to do undercover work. I want to like just motherfuckers never see it coming. And I was like,
you want to be an assassin?
I want to have a family. So I just let the dream go.
I always thought about that, especially when GoldenEye was popular. Like, all it took to be like a spy, and the consequences when you get caught are just too high.
Oh my gosh,
That's just too high.
You can't have any attachments because they immediately become liabilities. Like you can't have a family, like a daughter and all of that type of stuff. Like there's too many liabilities. And then when it comes down to doing your work, you have to choose between, if you have to choose between your family and your work, you're going to choose your family. But your job knows that. So that's why they look for people who don't have families.
But even that, I'm more concerned about, if you get caught in Russia, they'll torture the shit out of you.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't ever want to be in a situation where I know something that I could get tortured for. Just like, don't tell me. I'd rather be the nigga who doesn't know.
And this is why Patrick never joined the gang. And I concur. I don't want that.
I don't think they torture in gang banging, do they?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it ain't like
jumping,
James Bond torture, like tying you to a chair, but you can get jumped in, get beat the fuck up.
Remember when they made that nigga sit on a chair with a hole in it, naked, and his balls went through, and they just bam, and they hit his balls till he couldn't walk.
But he asked for more. It's like a little to the left. Wait a minute.
He's like, I got an itch.
A little to the left.
Nope. If I'm getting tortured, I will give the torturer what they want. Tears.
I almost shit myself just thinking about how painful that had to be for your balls,
bro.
Because you gonna clench up.
Because they want to break the dudes who are like, yeah, I'm here. You ain't getting nothing from me. Yeah, that tickled. Like they want to break those people. Yeah. I might as well start where you want me to go. Because then they won't. Day 5 they're like, yeah, I broke him. Look at him crying. If you start in the fetal position crying, they're just like, I feel like they'll be like, all right, fam, get up.
Tell us what you know.
Just Come on, up,
give a little nigga some paper, man. Write down everything you know.
Ooh, that's a good transition. Speaking of sad, woo! I try to grab onto little keywords. Speaking of sad, have you been seeing DJ Khaled's tantrum?
No, I didn't know nothing about it. What's going on?
DJ Khaled, who backstory for a long time was like our positive mentor.
Right.
They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you blah blah blah. Niggas are saying he became the they. We lived long enough to see him himself become the they because he threw a temper tantrum and is hating really hard on Tyler, the Creator, because his latest album debuted at number 2.
Who, Tyler's or
no? DJ Khaled. Igor's number 1.
Right.
DJ Khaled shit is number 2, and he is big mad. He started posting and deleting like rants, talking about like I make music. You hear everywhere. You hear it in barbershops. You hear it in the cars next to you. None of this mysterious shit. He called the Igor. I mean, I guess it is. That's a good title.
Yeah.
It's like some mysterious shit, which is interesting because you don't really hear a lot of people bumping Tyler.
Nah.
It's really like a personal project you listen to by yourself, but it still beat Khaled. And Khaled hyped this up as like his best album ever. Like the hype around this album was crazy.
Every artist does that every time, and it's usually not that hype. It usually doesn't live up to the hype. And Khaled also needs to understand that like you make songs for the club, so yeah, DJs are gonna bump it and shit like that. But like I've never really found myself riding around just listening to a whole Khaled album. But I will listen to Flower Boy, and I will listen to.
That's what I'm saying.
What was the one before Flower Boy? Cherry Bomb? Was it Cherry Bomb? Like I like those albums. I like Tyler, and what he's doing right now is exactly what Nicki Minaj did with Travis Scott.
Yep, and it makes you look so.
It does. It makes you look weak. Here's the thing. They're fucking Chad Focus. He's not on anybody's billboard. Number 2 is not bad. He had to buy his own billboard to get on the billboard. Number 2 is not bad. You're a millionaire.
Once you get to that level, your ego is just out of control, though.
It is. I get it, but it's like, bro, like sometimes you got to take a step back from the situation and realize it's not that big. If you are,
that's what's crazy about it, bro. They say there's 2 types of people: the ones that like hate when somebody goes in front of them, and the others that applaud it. And this going number 2. And this is just in general, not even just in music. If you're number 2, you have probably the best position or opportunity to celebrate number one. You know what I mean?
You can only go up or down, but
you are the person that they're looking at to hate first. You know what I mean? Nobody's looking at 7th place like, man, look at that nigga hating. You know what I mean? Like, you have the biggest opportunity to celebrate. He could have went hard for Tyler and still been promoting his own album.
Absolutely.
You know,
because all you had to do is like find one more single, get the right video, and make that single pop. Get it everywhere, and now you're number one. Right?
Yep.
But instead, you chose to hate, and it's like, what is this?
Now it's like I kind of don't even want to give the album a chance.
Yeah,
I would just keep listening to Igor.
I literally have it on my phone and haven't listened to it yet. But I listened to Igor, and I gave it a run through. I didn't go back to it, but
you like it?
I liked some of the tracks of it. It was different. It was different. But
I go back to like 4 songs, which is great for an album for me.
Right.
When I listen to an album, I usually go back to like 1 song.
I like
or
Flower
2.
Boy still is reigning right now.
For all
Boy,
of them?
No, Flower Boy, and it was one after Cherry Bomb. I feel like the one where he was
Wolf was before, right?
Wolf. Maybe it was
Wolf was
Wolf
before
Gang,
Cherry Bomb,
something like that. So, but that one and Flower Boy probably my favorite. Because I really
He's getting better.
Yeah.
And it's becoming like artistic, which DJ Khaled's never been.
No.
You know? And
all he does is have a method. Like big names, hot tracks.
And it works a lot of the time. I'm not even trying to hate on DJ Khaled. Like, he makes bangers, but it's like you said, you listen to it in Vegas. You don't really listen to it on the way to Vegas.
Yeah.
But like we said, he had a great chance to, celebrate his number 2 position and do better. You know what he's doing instead?
Having a temper tantrum.
No. He's suing Billboard.
What?
Isn't that wild? Didn't know you could do that, number 1.
Suing them for what? Like getting the streams wrong?
So he's basically saying that he did a bundle deal with his energy drink. He has an energy drink. But apparently there was about 100,000 sales that came from that bundle deal. And Billboard allegedly went back on their agreement, adding the downloads. I guess they said that they were kind of flubbed numbers. Billboard didn't do it because they thought that there was something fishy going on with it. But here's the thing with this. It's a lose-lose for Khaled because, number 1, there's still a chance that Tyler sold more than 100,000 sales from him. So imagine this gets reversed and he still doesn't go number 1. This looks terrible.
It looks terrible.
And if it gets reversed and he does take the number 1 part, then it's just like, okay, good job.
You know why Tyler always comes out on top
to get
with this?
number 1.
Because he stays in his lane. You never see him trying to do or emulate what someone else has done. You never see him throwing fits like this. He has a music festival. He has the clothing line. He has a store. He stays in his lane. He focuses on him. When you are too worried about like external forces that are going on,
right,
you'll always lose sight of what's important.
That's
and like
true.
that's exactly what's happening with this situation.
That's
like,
very true.
He should have focused on losing weight, continuing to build his sneaker collection, and if anything, like Khaled should have partnered with Jay, because they should be owning, like Tidal should be 100% black owned. Like his Khaled is that type. You come from a DJ background. You're known for finding new talent. You're known for breaking rappers' careers, like starting them. Why wouldn't you do something like focus on something like that? And now you can't help but get the.
But what
numbers
about
and
We the
streams.
Best?
What, his record label? He still could do that. All of this is investment. Everything else is investments that I'm talking about.
I see what you mean.
Like focus on something else. Like all that other shit falls to the wayside if you focused on yourself. That's why Tyler's winning in this situation, because he ain't worried about nobody else.
That's true. He just put everything into his project, which happened to go number 1, and now Khaled's putting all his effort into why he's not number 1 instead
and
of.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Tyler has a better track record of making rappers famous. Earl Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean.
Did he make Frank
Odd Future.
famous?
Yeah, Frank was with Odd Future.
Yeah, but he was kind of big.
Yeah, but
time.
like, what umbrella was he under, and who was the face of it? It's like Nelly. Nelly was the face of the Lunatics. So everybody that comes after Nelly, they look like as Nelly. Even if he
Maybe.
didn't, it looks like Nelly broke everybody else. And it's the same thing with
Yeah.
Tyler. Because Tyler introduced us to Odd Future, which introduced us to Frank Ocean, which introduced us to Earl Sweatshirt, which introduced us to the internet, which introduced us to Sid from the internet. Like, all of that falls under Tyler and Odd Future.
Yeah.
So Khaled introduced us to Ace Hood, who is undoubtedly good, but still never had that one record that put him over the top.
He didn't do I Woke Up in a New Bugatti?
Yeah, that bang for that summer. but ain't nobody still talking about it right now. What's your favorite Ace Hood album? Exactly.
Ace Hood.
Nope.
The Revenge of Ace
No.
Hood.
He just went to a typical possible rap album
Ace
title.
Hood versus Ace Hood. Every rapper does that album.
Get Rich or Die Trying by Ace Hood.
Every rapper does a verse himself for album.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Tyler focused on him and building his clique. Khaled was everywhere and reasonably so, working with Cash Money, didn't get paid by Baby, working with Ross, working with Justice League, working with all of the Southern rappers, which is great, but you got to focus on you too, because like I say, rap is a loose term now and it has so many genres now. It's like, you're good for club music, but what else can we expect from you?
That's true.
I
only make club music.
I don't go to for inspiration.
They thin out a little bit.
Yeah, I just go to it like when I need, something to turn up to. But like Tyler, I can go to bump it. I can go to when I'm feeling a certain type of way because he makes music for moods and for people who live real life. Simple as that.
I know you're such a Tyler fan. That was a pretty legit review.
I like Tyler, bro.
Cool little breakdown, actually.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
You do those every now and then. All right, so that brings us to a pretty hilarious Hits Blunt fact.
Oh.
Yep. It was ready and willing this time.
What you got, Pat?
Change the voice. All right, this is coming from
look away.
at Brett World. It's pretty funny. How the fuck does Advil know what part of your body hurts? Like, I feel like your foot can hurt, your shoulder can hurt. I got a headache. And that shit was just like, you take an Advil, it goes straight there. Like, I bet.
That's a good point, man. Because I've often wondered that, but I guess I just never said it aloud. Sometimes you have to say something aloud to like really think about it, because it's like with anesthesia. Is that the right word?
I don't know. As I said,
I want to say, is it
numbing.
anesthesia or anesthetic?
Numbing.
Anesthesia. So what's it when you forget?
Dementia.
Amnesia. Okay, with the anesthesia.
I was wrong.
When they shoot you in the dentist in the jaw, like they numb your jaw first, and then they shoot you with the anesthesia in your jaw so they can start the work first, right? How come it doesn't go to other places? Is it because it's
the injection, right?
Yeah, but it gets in the blood flow, and the blood goes all through your body. So why isn't your neck, your chest, and all of that numb? So it's like I wonder the same thing.
I thought it was like when they inject it, that immediate part goes numb.
Right, it does, but it gets in your blood, right? I mean, anytime they break the skin, it gets in the blood. So how does it stay right there?
Because it's the same for surgery, right?
The shot's lidocaine.
Uh-huh.
So it's like cocaine, but only for that little area.
Like cocaine for that little area. Okay.
Well, what about non-dentist stuff, like for surgical stuff? Do they inject it in the part they're about to go in, or do you take it some way and it just numbs the area that they're...
Well, usually if you're doing something that requires that type of anesthesia, you usually go under. But like with the sleep, like, is it anesthesia in the gas too, like in the sleeping gas, that you don't feel it, or do they
I feel like I've been hit while I was asleep and I woke up immediately, so I don't understand why just going to sleep.
Right. So it's got to be something in the gas too. Right? Yeah, something in the gas. That's a good question though. Like I need to break down, or does it release?
Does it go everywhere like the Venom suit? Maybe it goes. It's just fucking the healing.
But for the inside out, so you Venom, but only on the inside. Like, only your lungs. Like, yo, this nigga's in here tripping, man.
But you only feel the part that hurts, because that makes sense. But I don't know. I was laying awake thinking about this. I was like, yo, Advil and Tylenol is crazy.
It's got to be the chemical makeup that releases, because maybe it goes to like where the nerves are firing, because wherever your pain is happening, nerves are firing.
Oh, like there's a beacon that like...
Yeah, so to speak. Like in the lamest terms, like it goes to wherever those nerves are being fired at to relieve the pain. I guess I don't know. I would have to talk to a real doctor.
This is one of those Hits Blunt facts that just actually has a answer, like a scientific answer.
We just don't know.
We're just not looking up.
If any doctors watching this, please let us know in the comments, because I really want to know.
Most Hits Blunt facts are like, but like every now and then I'll ask something like, how does a bus driver get off? It's like, well, if you look at a fucking bus, there's a door right there. This has a definite answer. You're just high. All right. So that brings us to our conspiracy corner. Cue the eerie music. Hey. witches, and there's all this stuff in the dark, and I'm pulling up on all these witches. Oh, who is that? She got a cane. Hey, whoa, she done rolled up on me. Oh, back the car up. Am I a police officer or a pussy ass bitch? Whoa, I thought that I could fight a witch, but I could not. Hey, where are we? Pakistan. Hey, that was so out of context because I only know the story.
Yeah.
That was hella out of context.
If I'm being completely honest, that's my favorite part of the show when Pat just starts rapping like that because he really fucking rides that beat. And I'm impressed every week. Because I'll try it at home, but I'll be like, I will fuck up after like 6 words. Like, nigga, see me out here and I'm at the grocery store. Shit.
So
I quit.
Well, thank you. So today's conspiracy is equally funny as it is really, really creepy. This is one of the videos. For the next few weeks, I'm gonna start doing videos off of the dark web. Mm-hmm. I went on a couple of dark black holes, and one of them is just like these super weird videos that are on the dark web. That have no explanation but have gone viral in every way possible.
None of that surprises me about Pat. Like, if you see the way he dresses on a regular basis, you be like, yep, that's probably what he searches.
I don't have a dark web outfit on today. What do you guys think?
He has on moccasins.
I hate when niggas show out their outfit like this. You ever seen that when they try to get the shoes?
You just gotta take the picture kneeling down, like right here with it. Like if you do that, then it doesn't look as forced.
Or when they have the shoes on the bathroom sink, they're like, you know what it is under the
niggas
waist.
Try to stuff like, yeah, man. So we just out here, you know what I'm saying, with the
like
Sakai Nikes, you know what I'm saying? Like, these
socks,
are these.
The socks ruin it.
Oh no, the sock. You gotta have a good pop sock with it though.
The socks ruin it.
Nah, man,
the shoes are hard.
It's just a good pop sock, bro.
All right, so you just gotta watch it, all right, because it's really creepy. So, and we'll play it for you guys too. It's a lot of build up. So this is a video taken by the Saudi Arabia police. They're driving in the middle of nowhere and they come across this
full screen that bitch.
This thing. And the internet is seeing this as a witch or a potential witch sighting. I'm just gonna play it. It's very if you're watching at home or just listening to the audio, watch our visuals. alldef.com.
Yo. She was smart enough to get out the road, though, whatever it is.
So first off, they just rolled up on her by herself in the dark with a very white nightgown.
What is her head down? What's happening? Is that a cane?
So the scariest part is her posture.
Right.
Her posture is very hunched over. She has a cane.
Okay, now I see.
And eventually...
Yo, they are backing up in a car.
This is
with a woman with a cane.
This is a police officer, and he's the funniest part about the video because it's like, nigga, be a police officer.
Right, fire a warning shot or something. Throw your baton at her.
Ugh.
All right,
do not watch this at night by yourself.
Let this be a lesson to you, black people. Just keep a witch in the car.
Don't let her be a black witch. Luckily.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, her walking is kind of throwing me off, though. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Okay, see, this is...
Oh, yo, she moving. Yo, why she...
I hate it.
He sound like he's getting kidnapped the whole time.
I fully understand, because if it was this dark and late and this was happening, I'd probably be freaking out too. But it's also like, you're a police officer. You got to just make it sure. This could just be a real woman.
Right. Is that words or is it just...
It's words. In the comment, it's saying like, translating like, back the car up. Oh my God, hello, can we help you?
Oh, yo,
like
she's moving kind of... This bitch started galloping like a goddamn horse.
I hate it. Oh, here's a creepy part. Oh, she just go off. She just go off into the black. These police officers...
Oh, she came back though. Oh, did they turn the car? They keep going toward her though. You
heard her screech?
Oh, that was her?
He is freaking out audibly. He said, "Oh no!" But it's funny because like this equally freaked people out. But then it's like on the other half is just like, What makes that a witch? Ain't no powers. It was just super freaky
go check
sighting.
her out, bro. Like, just get out and see. Like, if you throw something at her and it goes through her, all right, get
Right.
the fuck out of there, right?
I'm
but
against-
if she stops that walk, like, oh fuck, he was serious. Okay, I'm sorry.
Someone said she was just checking to see if that was her Uber. Niggas in the comments are funny, bro. But it's just like, I watched this in a dark room at night, and between the run, the screech, and her just being out there at night,
Yeah.
it just freaks me out. And then there was a couple of points in the comments that are just like, are police allowed to do pranks? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, are police allowed to like use their dash cam for a prank, or are they allowed to do like hoaxes, like alien hoaxes? Because like that's one thing if one of you and me do it, but it's like, you're a cop.
Right.
Is that allowed?
But like, we really don't know if those were cops. Like, we didn't see anything that was signifying from the dash. I feel like that justified them being cops or anything. Did we? Like,
Not in the video. That's just all the folklore
Right.
around it. But yeah, they're saying that, he was saying, go, move the car, go back. It's coming for us. Where is he? One of them was just the driver's name, Abdul Rahman, by the name of God. Yeah, he was very freaked out.
yo, you got to be super scared if you say, by the name of God.
Is that what he said?
I said, by the name of God.
Oh, damn. Oh, when you start praying? What would you do if you saw somebody walking by themselves in the middle of the night on a dirt road? 'Cause
Mind
that
my
was
motherfucking business. I
that-
just keep rolling.
You
They ain't
pass
asking-
them?
Nah.
What if it looked like they needed help? Or what if they looked old and bent over? I mean, it's better than the alternative.
Nothing I can do. I can change the tire, but it's got to be light outside. I'm not finna back my car up and get.
Oh, so
my
even
car.
if they were like, because that could be a trap.
Yeah. Not doing it, fam. I'm sorry. I'll call somebody. Hey, I saw somebody back at mile marker 46. Looked like they needed some help. Maybe you send somebody out there. It's not my job.
So maybe
bro.
you send somebody.
Hey, maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all odds are operational.
But I think, yeah, you're right. I feel like that's just a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to save us all.
You added another syllable in that, but
Why you have to focus on that? You could have just let
because
it
it makes
go.
me laugh, man, and then I gotta say why I laugh. But this was like one of those black. There's another one I might do on the show too. That was a gnome. It was like a gnome sighting. It was kind of the same presence, but it was like one of those things where, oh, here it is. I might as well do it right now.
Ain't no goddamn gnome. That's a little person in the Klan outfit.
Oh, look at the little shuffle. That freaks me out though.
He's in the Klan outfit.
That freaks me out. And for some reason, when there's sightings in foreign countries and you don't understand the commentary, it makes it like a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, oh shit, nigga, it's a gnome. But look at the little shuffle. I
they
hate
were
the
just doing
shuffle.
a Travelocity commercial and got taken out of context.
Also, can niggas upgrade their cameras if they doing these sighting
Yo.
things? Like, damn, this little pixelated midget with a cone hat.
That's how I look when you zoom in trying to get the whole thing, because you see it with your eyes perfect, but you trying to get it. But that's what happens like when you film stuff looking at it and not looking at it through the camera. Like fights and all, film it looking at it through the camera because you'll get better shots of it.
I love sighting videos. Even like the creepy one with Bigfoot and he like looks over. Like, I don't even care if I believe in it or not. It's just
I like alien sighting videos. That's my go-through.
the one in. Have you seen Signs?
Yeah.
You know the Brazilian sighting where they like it was like a party and everybody was running and then like the alien like walked past the alley and like turned and they froze.
Yeah.
That was such a convincing scene that people ripped that and just started posting on the internet like alien sighting and like niggas was like, nigga, this is in Signs.
my favorite part is when the alien reached under the door when it was trapped in the
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
saw
yeah.
those fingers come from underneath that door.
Right. And then they chopped him. Bow. I'm gonna see that movie tonight. Signs.
I
love
ain't seen
sighting
anything
videos.
for
It's
M.
fire.
Night Shyamalan. That motherfucker makes shit that makes you just want to.
You like M. Night Shyamalan?
No.
We were just okay, I was about to say, we were just talking
Absolutely
about it.
not. I don't want to see a commercial from him.
Niggas, he tried to throw a twist in that, like you thought it was a Tide commercial. Oreo. Like, nigga, if you don't get your ass out the director chair. We did not need a twist in this Oreo commercial.
King of the just fucked up endings and reveals.
I think
bro.
Sixth Sense messed him up, man. It was so good. He just tried to top it. But I mean, I still believe in him. I feel like anybody still can pull a rabbit out their hat. I feel like he might still have a movie in him. I feel like he could surprise us all. There have been crazier turnovers in entertainment.
In other news, make sure you check me out this Friday on Comedy Central.
Oh, really?
Season of Heart of the City, representing for St. Louis.
Oh, well, shit. Why didn't you say that in the beginning?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't want to steal the thunder or nothing.
So, wait. You on Comedy Central special?
Yeah. It's a Heart of the City.
What's that?
Well, Kevin Hart goes to the cities and finds like top comics of that city. And
Are you LA or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
represented. So me, my boy Vincent Bryan, and my boy Princeton Do.
How much time?
I mean, it's a 22-minute show, so we probably do maybe 6 minutes of material, or maybe 5 minutes of material each, and then they do like an interview style ring with all of us. I'm gonna be posting all week, so make sure you go to my page and
That's what's
see
up.
all the stuff.
What's the airtime?
I think it's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern time.
Okay,
So
8.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I guess. So
8, yeah.
Yeah,
8 p.m. PST. I don't know why that
check
math
that
took
shit
so
out.
long.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And make sure you guys check out our new show on the channel, Is That What the Kids Say, where we got these people guessing all of the crazy young lingo on the internet. It's a funny show. I mean, if you don't know what a rusty trumpet is, you should watch that show.
I get all my lingo from my daughter. My daughter teaches me the lingo and the dances. That sounds so old, but
Like
I just
no cap.
Yeah, well, I knew No Cap because I listened to
No
enough
cap.
Atlanta rappers, but she be teaching me like what is it? That like
The
and
whoa?
they switched it up.
Please don't do that,
But
Aaron.
they switched it up. She said they do something different, like they throw it up and be like, look at her ass.
God. Yeah.
That was not it. Did I look too stiff?
Maybe we should do a show also called Is That What the Kids Are Doing with the dance moves.
Yeah. Do that. Because the blueface dance looks like something's wrong with you. Yeah, you got crabs. That's what I think. Every time I see somebody doing the blueface dance, I'm like, yo, they got crabs.
It's the
man.
ointment dance.
Yeah. You still going?
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Also, Crips don't like the word crab. So keep
This
that
is
in
true.
mind.
That is true.
And that has been another episode of Internet is Undefeated. I have been Patrick Cloud.
Out to hear more.
And we will see you next week with the Internet Undefeated.
Ho,
Hey,
Internet
Undefeated.
Ho,
Internet Undefeated.
Whoa,
Internet Undefeated.
Ho,
Internet Undefeated.
Internet-
That might be the theme song.
Yeah, I like
we
that.
ran that back a couple times.
Yeah, let's find somebody to make a beat.
That's what's up. And we will see you guys next week. We out.
Yo, thanks for watching another episode of The Internet is Undefeated. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and if you just want the audio, make sure you follow us on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play.